All right, class, please take your seats. My name is Mr. Beretta, and American History 101 is about to begin. Now, I promise you all that this semester we will learn everything there is to know about American history, but I also promise we're gonna have fun doing it. Most importantly, I promise not to be that teacher that stands in front of the class and reads straight from the textbook, because they're the worst! My TA today is Miss Newton. Let's begin. On May 14th in the year 1607, the settlement of Jamestown was established by the English.
The settlement was the first permanent one and went on to be the capital of the colony of Virginia until 1699.
Way to not Roanoke at Jamestown.
Now, we all know that life was far from ideal for these early settlers, but now, after a 20-year excavation of the Jamestown settlement, researchers have obtained proof of how absolutely terrifying early living conditions were for the unfortunate Jamestownsians. What I'm saying is they've discovered the first ever proof of settler cannibalism.
Just 2 years after they settled, Jamestown suffered through the winter of 1609 to 1610. This soon became known as the Starving Time, which was a trifecta of utterly horrendous circumstances that ravaged the settlers. J-Town was plagued by a lack of supplies and provisions, and disease reared its ugly pestilent head, and then, to make matters worse, the Native Americans became super upset with the white man squatters and intensified their attacks, essentially cutting the hungry and suffering establishment off from everyone else.
So the situation quickly heightened to a do-anything-to-survive level after traditional cuisine was no longer available. Horse were the first to go. Then the local cat and dog population dipped, and then the boot and leather population declined. They ate everything.
Until there was nothing. That's when they turned on each other. Now, there were prior allusions of cannibalism and tall tales so unbelievably graphic that no one wanted to believe them, but these new finds are the first scientific proof of the man munchies.
Here's where we get a little graphic in our description. Researchers discovered remains of a 14-year-old girl that they're calling Jane. They found Jane in the trash bin of the settlement, and they only found a small portion of Jane, 10% actually, a piece of skull and bone.
Yeah, but these fragments were enough to establish that Jane was someone's last resort. Douglas Owsley from the Smithsonian Museum said, "The desperation and overwhelming circumstances faced by the James Fort colonists during the winter of 1609 to 1610 are reflected in the post-mortem treatment of this girl's body. The recovered bone fragments have unusually patterned cuts and chops that reflect tentativeness, trial, and complete lack of experience in butchering animal remains. Nevertheless, the clear intent was to dismember the body, removing the brain and flesh from the face for consumption."
My God. Jane wasn't the only casualty of the Starving Time, as 200 people, or 4/5 of Jamestown, died that winter.
It's all good though. Jamestown went on to flourish after their ranks were bolstered by future waves of settlers. They endured. So, from now on, when we all look up at the flag to honor the country and the sacrifices that make up its foundation, remember, our early American ancestors totally ate each other to survive. And that's gotta stand for something.
America.
Right?
America.
Yeah.
So guys, what's your favorite human recipe? Let us know in the comment section down below.
Or you could tell us what the most interesting fact of American history that you know is. Let us know that or the other thing down below. I am Joe Beretta.
I'm Lee Newton.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, click this annotation, and we will see you tomorrow, class.
I had an amazing femur lasagna the other day that was just, to die for.
Imagine if she wasn't joking right now. Like,
Here's